everyone, I am Dr. J. Suresh Kaur, Associate Professor in Department of Mathematics, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today, we are going to discuss about mean and variance of normal distribution. Before going to discuss this mean and variance of the normal distribution, first we have to know what is the normal distribution. Normal distribution is denoted by n of mu comma sigma square to find the probability of x in between x1 to x2 by using the formula 1 by sigma under root of 2 pi e power minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu by sigma whole square. Here it is a PDF. The normal distribution is a PDF. Now, mean of the normal distribution we are going to start here. By the definition of the normal distribution we have written. See, mean formula while we are doing in probability, while we are doing in binomial distribution or Poisson distribution, we can use sigma x into f of x formula. Why? Because in binomial or Poisson distribution, they both two are probability mass functions, but it is a probability density function. The normal distribution is a probability density function. So instead of sigma, we can take integration from minus infinity to infinity x into f of x dx. Only that one is change in the mean and variance. Instead of sigma, we can take integration from minus infinity to infinity. Right? So mean formula, because it is a PDF. Minus infinity to infinity x into f of x is our normal distribution formula, which is 1 by sigma root 2 pi e power minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu by sigma whole square dx. But in normal distribution, we are going to take let z equal to x minus mu by sigma. That means this total integration we are going to convert in terms of in terms of z from x by taking z equal to x minus mu by. If z equal to x minus mu by sigma, so x equal to mu plus sigma z, dx equal to sigma dz, because mu is a constant, it will be 0. Sigma z, sigma is also a constant, z derivation dz. And in the integration given that x limits are minus infinity to infinity, we are converting in terms of z by replacing x equal to z. If x equal to minus infinity, what about z? Z also minus infinity, because x is proportional to z. Similarly, if x equal to infinity, z also infinity, because x is proportional to z. So instead of x limits, we can take z limits from minus infinity to infinity. Now you substitute minus infinity to infinity, x into x means we can write as mu plus sigma z. F of x. What is f of x? 1 by sigma root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dx there. Dx in the place of dx we can write as sigma dz. So sigma cancel. Now you can separate mu plus sigma z. This 1 by root 2 pi outside. Minus infinity to infinity. Mu plus sigma z into e power minus z square by 2 dz. You can separate the two terms, mu into e power minus z square by 2 plus sigma z into e power minus z square by 2. Here we have sigma. Mu into e power minus z square by 2. This is z into e power minus z square by 2. But see that this is odd function. If it is odd function, we know that minus a to a f of x dx equal to 0. If f of x odd, that we know that. Or we can write as 2 into 0 to infinity f of x dx. If f of x is even function. This is odd, that's why it will be 0. 0 into sigma, 0. But this is even function. That's why minus a to a can be written as 2 into 0 to a. 2 into 0 to infinity. Mu into e power minus z square by 2. Here the integration in terms of z, but here we have the value mu, which is constant, we can take outside. Right? So 2 root 2 cancel. In the numerator we have one more root 2 into mu by root pi, integral 0 to infinity e power minus z square by 2. This is we can evaluate by taking z square by 2 equal to t. Why we are taking z square by 2 equal to t? For evaluation of integration of e power minus f of x dx, the concept is let f of x equal to t. So now it is also in the form of e power minus f of x, where f of x equal to z square by 2. That's why that f of x z square by 2 equal to t. This means we are again converting the integration in terms of z to the integration in terms of t by taking z square by 2 equal to t. From this, z square equal to 2t. Differentiation both sides. 2z dz equal to 2 dt. 2 cancel. Dz can be written as dt by z, where z equal to under root of t. Similarly, limits also we need to change now. Actually, these are the z limits. Z tends to 0 to infinity. We are going to convert in terms of t. T also 0 to infinity because z is proportional to t. All these values we are going to substitute in this integration. 0 to infinity e power minus t dt by root 2. Root 2 cancel. Mu by root pi integral 0 to infinity e power minus t. This under root t, when it comes to numerator, it will be t to the power of minus 1 by 2. Again, this is in the form of gamma n formula. So, minus 1 by 2 can be written as 1 by 2 minus 1. Now, this is in the form of integral 0 to infinity e power minus x into x power n minus 1 dx. This is the gamma n formula. But instead of n, we have 1 by 2, gamma 1 by 2. Gamma 1 by 2 also we know that root pi. These two you should remember in a normal distribution. Root pi cancel, mean equal to mu. So, mean of the normal distribution is parameter mu. Mean of the normal distribution is parameter mu. So, that is the process to evaluate mean of the normal distribution. Similarly, we are going to find out variance of the normal distribution. If it is a PDF, what is variance formula? Integral minus infinity to infinity x square f of x dx minus mu square. Actually, while finding the variance of binomial or Poisson distribution, we used sigma f of x square f of x minus u square. But instead of sigma, we can take integration from minus infinity to infinity. Now, this can be written as integration minus infinity to infinity x square f of x dx minus mu square can be written as x minus mu whole square f of x dx. Is it possible to write like this? See, it is looking like a square minus b square. Can we write a minus b whole square? That is not at all possible in general, but in a normal distribution it is possible. Because see, integral minus infinity to infinity x minus mu whole square f of x dx. If you expand this one, x square plus mu square minus 2 mu x into f of x dx. If you multiply integral minus infinity to infinity x square f of x dx plus integral minus infinity to infinity mu square f of x dx minus integral minus infinity to infinity 2 mu x f of x dx. This is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x square f of x dx. This mu square we can take outside. Mu square if you take outside, integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, that is the total probability which is 1, minus 2 mu outside, integral minus infinity to infinity x into f of x dx. That is mean of the normal distribution. One more mu, minus 2 mu square. What happened here? Minus infinity to infinity x square f of x dx plus mu square minus 2 mu square equal to minus mu square. We got it, this one. That means this can be written as like this also in a normal distribution. Integral minus infinity to infinity x minus mu whole square f of x dx. Now the same concept by taking where f of x is our normal distribution formula 1 by sigma root 2 pi e power minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu by sigma whole square dx. Now you can change in terms of z by taking x minus mu by sigma equal to z. That means x equal to mu plus sigma z. When mu comes to left side, x minus mu equal to sigma z, dx equal to sigma dz. X limits are minus infinity to infinity, then z limits are also minus infinity to infinity. You substitute all these values in the previous slide integration. X minus mu whole square, where x minus mu is sigma z whole square, and 1 by sigma root 2 pi constant as usual, e power minus z square by 2. This is we can take outside. Sigma dx can be written as sigma dz. Sigma cancel. This sigma square we can take outside, z square into. This is even function. We can write as 2 into 0 to pi. 2 into 0 to pi. Now same, evaluate this integration by taking z square by 2 equal to t. That means z square equal to 2t. Both sides differentiating with respect to z and t. 2z dz equal to 2 dt. 2 cancel. Dz equal to dt by z, but z equal to root 2t. Z limits are given that 0 to infinity. Here we are converting in terms of t limits because t limits are also 0 to infinity because z is proportional to t. Now you substitute all these values in this integration. So root 2 sigma square by root pi integral 0 to infinity. This is 2t. Z square is 2t e power minus t dt by root 2. Root 2 cancel. This 2 we can take outside. 2 sigma square by root pi integral 0 to infinity. Remaining terms e power minus t into, this is t to the power of 1 by root t. It will be t to the power of 1 minus 1 by 2. T to the power of 1 by 2. So this is t to the power of 1 by 2. This can be equated with, I told you that in a gamma function n minus 1. When minus 1 comes to this side, n equal to 3 by 2. So 1 by 2 can be written as 3 by 2 minus 1. So this is gamma 3 by 2. Gamma 3 by 2 is 1 by 2 into gamma 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into root pi. 1 by 2 into root pi cancel. We are going to get variance equal to sigma square. So variance of the normal distribution is the parameter mu square. If you know the variance of the normal distribution, we can calculate standard deviation equal to under root of sigma square, which is sigma. So in this session, we discussed mean of the normal distribution, which is mu, and variance of the normal distribution, which is sigma square, and standard deviation of the normal distribution is sigma. Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.